Up in Mahwah, New Jersey. We had an issue in Mahwah, in Bergen County, where we have 22 different public safety answering points in the county and 32 dispatch points in the county. As you can imagine, it's a bit of a nightmare to manage, especially in a crisis. So what we wanted to do, we were looking for a facility that could present all the information to all the people who care about the information the best way possible. So we saw a need to develop a new EOC, and alongside of that EOC, a new communications center as well. The communications center can handle up to 32 positions in it. The plan is to have a northern and a southern communications center, but right now we have the northern completed with 32 positions. We have an EOC that seats between 50 and 60 people in it. It's not the size of the EOC you might see, of course, in New York City or Newark, but in the events that we've had, it does the job quite well. Hosts everybody. We have the connectivity to the internet and everything that provides the proper data to the right people. We were also able, through having this building, to consolidate the operations for 13 different municipalities. Like I said, we have 32 different dispatch points throughout the county. So we were able to consolidate that into one place for 13 municipalities, more coming on as time progresses. But able to have those users connect with each other. Towns that are nearby each other can communicate better with each other. We have 72 municipalities in Bergen County, so that's a lot for such a small area. So it's very important to keep them communicating. Keeping the dispatchers as close as possible to one another keeps them doing that. So this is what we needed, a public safety center that can handle the worst disaster. We didn't have one in the county yet. We had a small center, show how these things are moving, show where these things are in the county, to be able to then display in front of the users where all of the active CAD calls are, to display in front of the users where all of the down trees are, down power lines, where all the power outages are, where there's a water crisis, things like that, so that those users in the EOC can make the decisions that they need to make. These very important decisions, they really can't make them if they don't have the data that they need to see in front of them. So that's what we tried to do. Currently we have 16 rooms in the operations center that have the Activu solution in them. We have multiple screens in the EOC, in the comm center. And the recent project that we did, we upgraded all the offices throughout the building so that during a crisis, if we need to have someone occupy my office, because let's be honest, I don't really matter. If they want to take over the IT guy's office and send him home packing, I got my bags, I go home. So they can come in, sit there, and they can see this same data as well, because it's all tied into one network showing the same data that the dispatchers see. And there we see it in practice. We have the ability as well, with an upcoming upgrade to our Activu system, to have users in the field be able to send us this data and display it immediately, right on the screen, right in front of the user. It's very important that this crowdsourcing aspect, to have something break out somewhere and have a user just pull out their cell phone, take a picture, and send it directly to the EOC, directly to the comm center, without a dispatcher having to receive the email, open the email, create a source, put it on the screen. This dispatcher is probably much better at answering phone calls, at getting officers on the road, at getting important people to important things. They're not IT people. That's my job, and sometimes I don't have time to do it all. So it's important to empower the user to be able to decide what data is shown on that wall. So that's what we're looking at doing now. We also have the ability, we use, a lot of places use web EOC. In the state of New Jersey, we have the E-Team solution that all the municipalities, that all the counties have from the state police, displaying that information to people as well. We also have the ability, as the picture is showing, to bring in, of course, CCTV throughout the building, but during a crisis, especially up in Mahwah, you don't really care. But we have the ability to take in feeds from IP cameras that we have throughout the county. We deployed cellular IP cameras, trailers that we put out, we set up. They have a connectivity to a wireless data network that can then transmit what's going on right in front of that camera back to the EOC. Then the user can take that, display it on a wall. If it's something that's near a Rockland Electric area, they can put that in front of that user. If it's something that more of a water company problem, they can put it in front of that user. So being able to display that data to the right people, that's what we were shooting for with the EOC.